This is a Boardwalk Audio podcast.
Hey guys, do you need to clean? I need to clean.
I need to clean. You know what? I don't need to clean. I need some help to clean.
You need help to clean. Yes, that's what you need. That's what you can get at Handy.
I also need to redo an electrical switch.
Really? I need to tile. I've been having hella problems with retiling my bathroom. So I'm going to go to Handy, or actually I'm going to go to boardwalkaudio.com/handy to book somebody to come take care of this stuff.
You mean, is this just someone that's handy that will come to my house and clean and help me do stuff?
He's not just handy, but he or she is vetted. Handy, they get experienced and background checked professionals.
Oh, and they have cleaning supplies included.
Yeah, and there's online payment. You can reschedule if you're I need my bathrooms clean Friday, and then you're nah, they can be dirty one more day. What's another day?
What's another day? I'm gonna live in this filth for a bit.
You can have favorites and request them.
Oh.
It's insured.
They'll also assemble your furniture from IKEA.
Yeah, no, I need that. It took me the last time I tried to put together some IKEA furniture. It took me and my bestie about 5 hours.
Really?
It was
how many bottles of wine did you have?
None until after. But it was a big shelf. It was one of those giant things to hold a TV and books and
a full settee.
It was exhausting.
But yeah, go to boardwalkaudio.com/handy. That's the thing on the end of your arm with a Y. It's a handy.
It's a handy, and handy is very handy.
Very handy. All right, get in the show. Bye.
Bye.
I just drink wine.
Welcome to the wine situation. Okay, wait. I feel we should take that again.
I feel embarrassed. You're looking at me so sultry.
Well, and then I was just laughing because I felt that was odd.
Ellen, I'm spoken for, and I'm homosexual.
I'm a single girl now. And I'm taking you to a hotel tomorrow.
You are taking me to a hotel.
Don't you know my subtle hints? There's a new man in my life. He'll never have me.
He'll never put
like
out.
every other. No. I'm Ellen Clifford. That's Shaughn Buckholz.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
This is the wine situation.
Oh, right. This is the wine situation.
We didn't quite get it out because I went all sexy.
Yeah, she got sultry. There was shoulder action. She pulled her dress up a little bit, but I think it was an accident.
Oh, that was probably an accident. It's hot in here.
She's now claiming accident. I'm just kidding.
Accidental nipple pick.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's a little warm in here.
It is a little warm in here.
Mm-hmm. Well, welcome to the Wine Situation. This is a show that pairs lovely people's wines. There's slight gripes, these
bitches. Just little day-to-day bitches about things.
It's not that we're bringing pimps on the show, and that's not the show. So this isn't people's complaints.
Complaints.
And then we pair wine to go with it. And we find a wine that will assuage, that will go in line, that will wash over them.
Shaughn's very skilled at assuaging.
Assuaging
from your time as the wine whisperer, the one who magically will look at you and he just knows exactly what you need to be drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he helped open Bar Covell. He worked with Greg Condes.
I did. And Ellen over there passed the W sets. She studied very hard. She sharpened her pencils.
Sharpened my pencils.
She got her erasers out.
Yeah. I took notes.
She took notes.
I made many stacks upon stacks of note cards.
She got really good at deductive tasting and reasoning.
I went to Covell and made Shaughn. I'd be like, pour me this, don't tell me what it is. And they're like, God damn it.
You're I'm fucking busy. I'm scared.
And then I'm like, don't forget what you poured me. 10 minutes later, it's like you're running around and I'm a total pain in the ass. But to help me pass my test.
Not at all. But so this is the wine situation. That's what we do. That's who we are.
That is who we are.
Hey, what's your quick tip? What's your quick tip?
My hip sip tip.
I'll get it eventually.
The hip sip tip. I drank a Tempranillo Blanco, which I didn't even quite know. I didn't really know about that. I don't think I'd ever had one. It was a little silky, a little floral almost. Intius was the maker. Intius. I got it at Domaine LA.
Cool.
It was delicious.
Love Domaine LA.
Yeah, great place to go find natural wines. It was a natural wine.
Oh, cool.
It had a wax seal. It was delicious.
And it was from Rioja?
Rioja Alavesa, which is the northernmost section of it. They got that specific.
España?
In España.
España?
In España.
Ooh.
Tempranillo Blanco.
Delicious. I love a Tempranillo Blanco.
I don't think I had one before. It was really good.
Congratulations.
Thank you. a new woman. Shaughn's like, you're one of us now.
One of us. One of us new women. That's me. I'm a new woman, guys. You want to know what I had?
I do.
Yeah,
I'm
just like, I'll just tell you. I had a Zinfandel. This is shout out to you.
Shit.
The Ridge. Have you had the Ridge?
I have always wanted to have the Ridge, but they look like they're a little spendy usually.
There was
which Ridge was it?
We went to the winery up in Dry Creek. Yeah.
Oh, I love Dry Creek Zen.
It's so good. It was so good, and I may
jealous.
have a connection to getting some more, so I will try and get some because my brother I think signed up for the wine club. So yeah.
Dear future guests, please give us wines that match with Dry Creek Valley
Mm-hmm.
Zen.
Ellen loves a Dry Creek Valley Zen, guys.
I do.
But it had all the notes, and I was thinking of you when I was tasting it. So that was my my hip
Maybe that was what spurred me to open the Zen that I talked about on the other episode.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Psychic Connection.
Psychic Zins.
Let's intro our guest. She has a fantastic podcast of her own called I Love You and I Like You, the Parks and Rec podcast. I've seen her do improv a bunch, and I'm like, I have a little bit of fangirl because she's so funny. Like, no, I've seen you a bunch of times. I'm like, she's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
She has Open Houses, the web series. You gave me a different thing than I was saying for intro.
Well, because we tell people, it's called Open Houses, which if you just Google that, as you can imagine, a ton of different stuff comes up. Yeah, so
HGTV.
Yeah, so if you put in the series or then it should come up. That's
Open Houses
is what I tell people.
Open Houses, the series.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
This is Alyse Michele.
Hi, thank you so much for
Alyse.
having me.
I'm so happy you could come in.
I'm so excited.
Thanks for making the trek all the way down here to Sunset Boulevard.
Oh my God. I
never
live
come here.
like a mile and a half down the road. It was no problem.
Not a problem at all.
Thanks for leaving Steven at home. We didn't want him here.
Yeah, I didn't want him
yeah.
anyway.
I know. He told me he was coming on a wine podcast, and I was like, why? You know,
why?
like he's not a wine person at all. And I was like, I want to go on this podcast. So
This
I really
is the
appreciate
Alyse Michele you heard us talking about on the Stephen Pearlstein episode, his fiance.
His fiance. Fiance.
We planned your wedding for you on that episode.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard the episode we planned.
Honestly, I
You're
listened
wearing
to
a
it.
slip dress.
I listened to it, and right before I had, I was like, I wonder what I would whine about, and I was like, probably wedding planning, and I didn't know that's what he did.
That's so
and
funny.
I like listened to it. I
Funny.
was like, that's so funny that he whines about it.
Well, you guys are clearly on the same, like, it was meant to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Everything he said, I agree with too. So
Excellent. About the wedding planning?
yes, it's a struggle.
I admire you for soldiering through. Do you want to tell us, while Shaughn's opening some wine, do you want to tell us what you want to whine about?
Yes. So I want to whine about, I feel like this is a trope that a lot of people whine about, but I just have some stories that I need to get off my chest.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically just traveling and like airport and airplane etiquette for everybody out there. Because I don't travel a ton, but my family's on the East Coast, so I'm always going back and forth. And I've just noticed a lot of things that I can't believe people still do in this day and age in airports or airplanes, whatever. And I just want to whine about it.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah.
I think it's become like the bottom rung of society.
It really is
The airplane.
awful. It's like that, and going to concerts nowadays is you get the worst of people.
Yeah,
You're
I
just
know,
like,
right?
great.
It's just like the masses on end.
I know. We went to Coldplay on Friday, and I'm not even kidding. Every single person, the whole concert, had their phones out, just recording the whole. I'm like,
Man.
are you
Yeah.
going to rewatch this?
Yes, exactly.
Or what is happening?
Live in the now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, there was even a song where they stopped and they were like, for this one song, let's not have cell phones out. Just for one song, let's be in the moment. And
Yeah.
people still put their phones out.
Phones out, yeah.
I was like, what is it? Did you not hear Chris Martin? He told you.
Respect
No.
Chris Martin.
Yeah, but yeah, back to my original whine. Guys, I could whine all day. I'm telling you what. Thank
Yeah.
you for having
No,
me.
like,
Yeah,
usually the show just evolves into like multiple wines.
Yeah.
But before we do that, we really wanted to give you a toast and say congratulations to you and Steven So we have a sparkling wine here,
this
which is
doesn't quite
appropriate.
go with your wine.
This doesn't quite go with your wine, but we have other wines for that. We have so much wine on the table.
We have so much wine right now.
Lily's gonna try it.
This is a Cremant de Loire.
Ooh.
Thank you, Greg Condes.
Thank you, Greg Condes. That's the
Wine
Chateau
sponsor.
Passavant.
That's nice. It's not too sweet.
Not too sweet.
I
It's
like that a lot.
Brut Natural. Great thing that you said it's not very sweet because it does not have dosage, which is where they add like a little bit of sugar in the secondary fermentation right before they bottle it.
Oh, okay.
So that's what can give a little bit of that residual sugar. So this does not have that.
Yeah, this is my kind of champ.
Dry. We
Dry.
also brought
Dry and light.
including like appropriate glasses to taste it in. I had heard about this company called FlyWine, plain sized, like you could carry on bottles of wine that are supposed to be like actually pretty decent. So I got like a couple of them, just like two different flavors for us to try, and I brought like little plastic glasses so we can have the full plain experience.
Right? This looks just
my
like a
gosh,
college dorm like coffee table right here. It's just
Yeah.
like full of like
Full of booze.
of all these booze
Are you
cups.
kidding me? This is my normal Saturday
Zig,
night.
would you like?
Yeah,
please,
Zig,
Zig. Do you want some sparkling? Do you want some red, or do you want some champagne?
We
Which
have
one do you
so
want?
much wine. Pouring us all a taste of the FlyWine, The Layover 2014 Chardonnay from the Russian River Valley in Sonoma Valley.
Wow, so I didn't know you could buy these.
I got them online.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so there's a little like higher on the price point to get this delivered to you, but
Yeah, Ellen went
supposedly
above and
they're
beyond.
Yeah, this
And
is
Ellen actually
incredible.
brought plastic cups. Did you say that already? Brought
yeah,
plastic cups
yeah,
to
for the
taste in.
plane. That's so fun.
I poured
I
us
was
all just
pouring.
a taste, and then we can. I also got a red one for us to try. So this is the Chardonnay.
Russian River, right? Mm-hmm. Russian River Chardonnay. Cheers again.
Plastic
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers,
You
cheers,
guys
Zig.
can't hear that?
Cheers.
This is a very inoffensive Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's very, unoffensive.
It's a little buttery,
It's a little buttery.
but not in a bad way. It doesn't have the nasty oaky thing that I hate
No.
on a lot of California Chardonnays.
I haven't had Chardonnay in a while. Is that bite that you kind of get from Chardonnays? Is that what the oakiness brings to it?
Oakiness, more like really strong, like bad vanilla perfume is what I think of
okay.
when I think of too much oak. Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
like
it.
really like heavy-handed. It's a real like obtuse flavor that kind of comes out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best
I'm
way
just
I
wondering
can
because this
describe
one's good and it doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't
I
have
like
that flavor.
this actually, and I think this is heads
I do
and-
like this. I like
this
it
is
more and
heads
more.
and tails above any kind of like thing that if you're going to spend the money for wine to drink on your plane,
Yeah.
like, get some good stuff. Not the stuff on the planes is oaky and vanilla-y and nasty. This
Yeah.
is nice.
I know, and it actually, I mean, a lot of times I just smell the chemicals when I like open crappy wine. I can just like, oh, that's the stabilizer X, red number 9.
Yeah, no, that's the FlyWine thing is they actually work with winemakers.
Yeah, it's really
to
good.
I am surprised.
You know what? I'm gonna buy a ton of these.
Right?
Go on and order some.
I'll
You
order-
travel so much, so
Yeah.
do you drink on planes? Is that
I mean, it depends. Not if it's like a morning flight. I usually won't. It's frowned upon.
like,
I'm on vacation.
all day long?
But
If you guys want
yeah.
more, there's more here. Let me know. I just poured everyone a taste, but there's a little more in the bottle.
Okay. Oh, the bottle's so cute. Does it have a little heart on it?
It does.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm actually really surprised that this is enough. Like, it looks bigger than I thought. I thought they were smaller. And this is the appropriate size to
Yeah,
carry
and
on.
they even send it in the little plastic bag that you would probably have to
that
put.
you would put in the TSA.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really impressed. We
Yeah.
haven't tried the red. We have a red too.
We have a
but,
red, too.
yeah.
Should we try the red, or should we talk a little bit about planes and then get into the red in a
Talk
minute?
about planes.
Let's talk about planes, and we'll try the red in a bit. And we have another thing. So much wine, guys.
So I just actually went on a flight this past weekend. I just flew back last Sunday, and the worst thing happened to me, which made me so angry. But it's like, what can you do in this situation? So I was in an aisle, and I had a cold brew that I put like in the back of the seat.
Are you an aisle or a window?
I'm normally a window, but this was like an afternoon flight, so I was like, I'll be like fine not to sleep. And I went to the bathroom, came back, and then the two girls sitting next to me got up to go to the bathroom, knocked over my whole cold brew. And it went, I didn't realize what had happened when it happened, so it went all inside. I had like a big travel backpack, and it went everywhere
That is a nightmare.
inside.
Oh, that's
like,
the worst.
like all the, those bags have like 15 pockets. It was just everywhere. I was
no.
so upset, and like she was of course like, oh, I'm sorry, and like got me napkins, but I was like, what can you do at this point?
Yeah.
I just have to sit in this like,
Isn't that the worst too on both ends of it when someone does something that's purely an accident and then you feel terrible because you're like, fuck, I just totally ruined the stranger's day. And the stranger, you're like, fuck, I know the feeling of what that's like, but fuck, you totally just ruined my day.
I know. I'm like,
it's such a weird conundrum.
I was just stuffing napkins in it and just hoping to soak it up or something.
Yeah, you're like, I really want to be mad at you, but you did this.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just watch where you're walking, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
Just a rule of thumb for everybody out there.
Just
watch where
barrel
you're
down
walking.
the aisle.
But yeah, I my biggest thing too is people when you're boarding or getting off, just standing in the aisles with like no clear reason, and you're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
don't do that. Don't go to the bathroom while everyone's boarding, then try to get back to your seat the other way. I'm just yelling at all these passengers, and they're like, "Who are you?" I'm just like, "Do not worry about it. I just want to teach everyone etiquette."
but see, I think it's a lot about like confined spaces too. Like, are you okay? Like in elevators, I guess elevators are quicker. You know, you're there for
You're
like
in and you're out.
10 seconds or whatever. But or like a concert too, you're just surrounded by people. Is it just the travel element of it too, or is it just being so close and having to deal with different people and different strangers in your space?
I mean, now that you say that is a problem in my life.
No, because I mean, like, it's totally legit. I get that vibe.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think traveling is stressful for me. I don't like flying. I just have like anxiety about like most people.
I take so much drugs on. I don't drink on planes because I've usually taken something, so I'll pass out. You know?
Yeah, that's why I usually drink.
seriously.
Yeah, because I'm just like I just want to like take a nap after this glass of wine. But yeah, so I think it's a combination of that because I don't usually have that anywhere else with big groups of people.
Right.
But it is just like, oh, I have a 5-hour flight. Everybody be cool.
Yeah.
Like, let's all just
so
agree to be nice humans.
Yeah.
So there's something about the anxiety too, I guess, of air travel. I think that kind of maybe factors in too with people.
Oh, for sure.
Because people do become like just like base and very like animalistic. And how, you know, and like in their behavior, and you're like, can we just not forget that we're human beings and we're in public together and we have a way that we act?
Yeah, it's like everyone just be a little self-aware. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, they just like
Not
forget
crazy.
the social norms and like
Yes.
the social cues that we all just, you know, take for granted, I guess, day to day.
Does
We get
anyone
in a
else
plane.
feel guilty when you put your seat back? I
Yes.
will, because
yeah.
I do sleep on planes, and I will take advantage of the fact that you can recline, but I always feel really bad doing it. Like, this is probably pushing into somebody.
But yeah, I mean, for me, like if the person in front of me does it, I'm
Yeah.
going to do it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like a waterfall effect. It's going to happen all the way. But I won't do it because I'm big anyway. I feel like people are already annoyed with me in a plane, you know, because I'm like, just like, excuse me, pardon me. Or when I have to get up or get out, you know, I just try to like be
he
quiet
means tall,
and still.
by the way. Shaughn is extraordinarily. He ran 30 miles yesterday. He's quite slender.
You're there.
He means tall.
I mean, tall, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be obese. You don't know. There's no way to find out.
Except for the pictures on
There's
our...
no way to find out. I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you.
And stuff. But yeah, I'm a tall person. So, like, yeah, I just feel bad that I'm impeding people's area and their space.
Yeah, I definitely try not to if I can help it. But this one thing happened to me. So I got this new fun travel pillow because I take a lot of red eyes when I go back, just because traveling to the East Coast, you like lose so much time that way I can like have the whole day. So I bought this travel pillow that I got on Kickstarter, and I was like, this is going to be the coolest thing ever. It's going to like revolutionize my red eye traveling. But it's like two kind of pillows, and it has like a spring, so you can open it up. I'm gonna explain this so poorly.
What?
But whatever. So you could like put your bag on your tray table, and then you can like lay on it, so
yeah,
it just
that
is
sounds
like
great.
up. And it's like, so your head is supported. And I was like, this is perfect. I'm going to do it. But
I think I've seen that, and I've wanted it because anything to sleep on a plane,
I know. And honestly, it does this other weird thing where you could strap it to the back of your seat and then it like just lay forward in it.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
Yeah, so I've tried that once and it is not comfortable for me.
Okay.
But the other thing is so comfortable. But this guy had his seat back when I was on a red eye, and he was like pushing back on my head the whole time. And like with that, I was like, can you feel that there's something in your way? You have to know, because I couldn't physically back up just because there was no room for my body to go. And I was like, you have to feel that. I'm sure you feel that. And I know. And I couldn't sleep the whole time because it was just like bam, 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 the top of my head.
Like
I was
nightmare.
like, oh, it hurt so bad. But
do you love the pillow though?
I do.
Other than that, like if you don't have like an asshole in front of you.
Yeah, it's not the most perfect thing, but it helps a lot. Like it's way better than just regular pillow for me anyway.
Yeah.
Getting a neck pillow really helped me.
Ellen
Shaughn
loves a
hates
neck
that.
pillow.
I mean, that's
She loves a black, cold neck pillow.
It probably is.
Because she's a goth.
Oh, you worked it in.
It was a stretch. I just had to get it in somewhere.
Yeah, it probably is black. I'm trying to envision it in my head. Yeah, no,
just pentagrams and 666.
Yeah, right. That would be great. Everyone comes on and I'm like, hi, Satanist here. I'm not a Satanist, but
that's actually a good way to go on a plane, just to be like crazy.
Be scary as fuck.
People stay away from you.
Yeah.
People change seats.
I mean, I have my angry face on. I like people are like, oh, where are you traveling? And I'm just like, just going where the plane is going.
Are you a conversationalist on planes? Or are you
no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would if someone was talking to me, I would talk to them. I wouldn't be like an asshole. Yeah. But I think generally, I'm just like do my get in, get out kind of situation. Like I'm not here to make friends, kind of thing.
Listen, guys, I don't fly to make friends.
Yeah, so that's not my goal here. So sorry, but yeah, if someone
Some
were to
people
talk
do,
to me,
they just fly all over. Like, hey, I'm looking for friends.
I know. I mean, there's like that sweet old lady talked to me one time. I was like, of course, I'll just chat with you. I don't know, whatever. But
sweet old lady.
It's a sweet old lady.
I was on this flight when I was a teenager back from Hawaii, and it's like a 8 or 10 hour flight, and I guess I curled up on the woman next to me's shoulder and fell asleep because like near the end of the flight I wake up and this woman, but she was so nice and apparently I reminded her of her daughter who had just like gotten over cancer, who's the same age or something, and it was so nice because she just I mean I didn't mean to, but I think I was 15 or 16. I just like curled up on her shoulder apparently.
Oh my god,
but it was so really cute. She starts telling me this whole story. Make me think of my daughter, and just it was a nice plane moment.
It is a nice plane moment.
Unexpected. If I were someone who had a girl curl up on my shoulder, I'd be moving my shoulder right now. Like
she's activating your shoulder.
Wake up.
There's a lot of shoulder activation on this. Oh, wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd be upset if someone fell asleep on me.
Yeah,
I don't like strangers touching me.
That's totally fine, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't think you're alone in that group of people.
If it was a child, I'd probably be like, okay, like just nudge him over.
Yeah,
but if a human did, I'd be like a grown-up human.
Children are not human.
Yeah, children aren't human. I don't know what to do with them.
Not until they're bar mitzvah or 13, 14. Then they're a human.
Yeah, then they're human.
Yeah. Want to taste the red?
Should we taste the red? Let's taste the red.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Everyone drain your chard.
Chard. Everyone drain your chard.
Chard.
That's wine talk for finish your glass.
Whenever I'm making wine
Hey,
notes,
drain your chard.
When I make wine notes, as I do, I always abbreviate Chardonnay as chard.
Yeah.
And I read it that way in my head, even though it's Chardonnay. I'm like, chard.
Chardonnay.
I like that better.
Chardonnay.
I like the
Chardonnay.
chard.
I really enjoy chard, the food.
Now, here really is a test. The red wine will be a test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
It's a red blend.
from Napa.
Yeah, and this one is named Wingman.
Ooh.
57% Merlot, 34% Cabernet Sauvignon, or as my wine notes would say, Cabas, 4% Petit Syrah, and 1% Cabernet Franc.
Wow.
And did they say it will not disappoint?
It does not.
Oh, yeah.
Smells like all those things.
Yeah. Oh, this is yummy. It's a little like dessert. I mean, I taste all that Merlot. It's like all that full, almost, it's not sweet, but
good.
fruity. It's good.
Yeah.
Well, FlyWine, you have surprised me.
Yeah, FlyWine, you passed with flying colors. And those colors are red and white.
You can be my wingman on a layover any day now. Just to like cite the names.
I'll be your wingman. You could be my wingman. Wait, what's the other one
Shaughn,
called?
that's what I was trying to ask you to do at the beginning of this episode.
I'll be your wingman. Oh, when you're being all warm in your dress and being flirty.
Right, no. I'm going to stop. I'm going to discontinue this.
You're going to bring it back to that? I'm already going to start blushing again. Maybe it's the red wine.
This is way better
There's
than
a reason I invited
Right?
Brennan with us on the trip.
It's good,
kidding.
right?
This is actually quite good.
But see, here's the thing. This wine makes me want to drink. Makes me want to drink.
I would drink a bottle.
You are drinking.
This wine makes me want to eat food. And therefore, but when you're on a plane, unless you're like in premium cabin. Even then, the food, but like that's the only place you're going to get good food-ish.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to be a box.
I mean,
it's not going to be the crudité box.
I go to the grocery store before I get on a flight, and I just load up whatever I want.
Really?
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay to just bring through the old TSA.
Yeah, any food, as long as it's not any kind of liquid, you can pack it on in there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Just like a cheese and meat plate. There we go.
Yeah.
It's basically like packing a picnic when I fly now.
I know. That's why I just get like a salad, like one of those pre-packed like Trader Joe's ones, because I'm like, I don't eat meat, so the options are very limited on flights. I just bring my own now.
That's really smart.
It's a little travel tip.
Travel tip.
For all you people out there.
The wine situation. Travel tips.
Get FlyWine.
Get FlyWine.
I cannot wait to look this up on the internet.
And FlyWine's not even a sponsor of our show. Gregory Condes is our sponsor.
Yeah, Greg Condes is the sponsor of our bubbly.
Yeah, he sponsored our bubbly.
We were
for
all
us.
nervous. We're like, there's no way this. And I had a couple more bottles that brought in, but we were also wanting to like get our sparkling out here for you. And so I was like, I'll just bring a couple of the bottles because I do have more at home of like a couple more of the FlyWine. But I didn't think we would need them. I'm like, this is actually quite good. We wouldn't have Greg Condes. We always need you, but we wouldn't have needed you. I mean, the FlyWine was and they were very nice to me because
try and dig yourself out of this hole, Ellen.
I love you, Greg
watch.
Condes.
Here she goes.
I love you, Greg Condes. You're the best.
Yeah, okay, now she's gone fetal, you guys. She's gone fetal and she's screaming, Greg Condes, I love you. It's okay. Shh. That was good. At least you jumped right on that. You jumped right on that bit. She is a good improver. I can tell.
I didn't improv. Yeah.
She's in the moment. She listened.
Yeah.
She
I just
wanna
says
be
yes.
included.
And
Yeah. Are you a UCBer?
Yes, I've done the program here. Yeah,
Cool.
I did a little bit of groundlings and a little bit of I just dabbled in all of them.
Me too. Yeah. Second City.
Yeah.
IO.
No, that's the only one I never did.
Why not? I mean,
the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pack.
I did the miles class there before I think it was called the pack, so I don't know if that's technically the pack. Yeah.
Sure.
I did the
Improv's
UCB
great.
and
I
the
love it.
groundlings.
Yeah, I did them all.
And you did them all too.
I did groundlings. I did UCB. I did IO. I didn't do Second City.
Yeah. I just found out you could jump into the conservatory
really?
if you had been approved for advance at UCB. So I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing about IO is intimidating. I was like, I'm not doing 7 level.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I did Second City.
Yeah.
So I just jump right in there.
Just jump on it. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's all good. I love doing improv.
Are you on a team right now? Because I feel like I've seen you with a couple different teams. So.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing it so much, and I don't do it as much lately.
I haven't done it in a little while.
Yeah, I've
supposed
definitely
to do
come
one
back.
at the end of the month, and I'm like, ha, okay.
Yeah, for sure. I know. Well, I'm on a team called Mother Superior with Chad Westbrook, Sarah Malone, and Nicholas Wagoner. And that's like my main team nowadays.
Cool.
We don't perform that much, but every once in a while we'll kick it. We'll kick it at a show.
Yeah, right. I just had my team. They just kind of dissolved, I think, which is kind of sad. We made it a year, but we performed a ton. But yeah.
Mine was together like 3 years, and then we're like, let's
wow.
be performance only, and the last one we had was probably January. So.
That's hard, yeah. Performance only is hard.
Yeah.
I mean, like, really, but it was so great to, like, meet, and I know I love those guys. But it's the nature of things, and things evolve, and, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I did a play, so I was out for, like, a month, so I had to go do a play. So, like, you know, as it happens.
Yeah.
You start podcasts.
You do a podcast.
I
Take
know.
over your life.
I have that podcast, the Parks and Rec one, and I'm starting a new one, which I'm like, I might be taking on too much stuff.
Right?
Because it is a lot. It's time consuming.
It is.
I mean, it's fun, but yeah, it does take time.
I had a friend of mine tell me before I even started doing this, she's like, they're really fun. She's like, they could be a lot of work, but they're really fun, and just like focus on the fun part of it because it's not really.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I know, honestly.
I mean, I love doing it. I love it. It's really fun, but it's like, she's like, yeah.
It is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and you better love doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you better have a good time doing it. while you're
Exactly.
doing
And
it,
I'm
you know?
so like thankful I had Steven as like, because I had never done a podcast before we started ours, and you know, he does a million. He's been doing it for like 10 years. I don't know. So it was nice to kind of have someone to be like, this is how you do everything. And I was like, great.
Oh, yeah. That is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a built-in little class.
Yeah, we definitely had like a trial and error session ourselves for ours, our little show. Just figure it out.
I know, that's what our new one's going to be. Well, we'll see. We just have like a loose.
Figure it
Just
out.
a loose.
We'll just see what happens.
Why not?
That's what the listeners love, right? Just loose
Just
podcasting.
people.
Just people figuring it out.
Yeah, you know what people love
On
is
air.
watching people figure something out.
Yes, it's the most fun.
The most fun. I love that in my entertainment.
Yeah.
It's just watching people figure it out. It's all just improv. You guys, life is just improv,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
What else did I want to ask you about? Are you like a germaphobe? Does that bother you on planes too?
I used to be really, really bad about this. I don't know what happened in my life that has changed to make me not as bad, but I would put stuff down on any surface that wasn't like my own couch or my family's couch. Like anybody's house, I would like put a jacket down and like sit on it because I did not like sitting in fabrics that weren't
Interesting.
like what I knew. And I honestly don't know what changed.
Wow.
And I'm fine now. I mean, it still kind of is like if it's gross, I'm like, oh, this is a bummer. But yeah, I've definitely gotten better.
You guys have a dog, right?
Yes.
I think when for me, having a dog made me just be like, oh, okay, well, things are going to get dirty. Or you know what I mean? It made me kind
get
of like
messy in
relax.
here.
It's going to get messy. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
for sure. He's disgusting.
Yeah. Like, dogs are like even very clean dogs are filthy.
Yeah, they walk around the streets of LA. It's it can't be. And their like feet must be
They just
so dirty.
They walk the streets of LA.
It's awful.
Now, how do you feel about dog shoes?
What?
Oh my gosh, I would absolutely make Riz wear dog shoes.
They have them, and
Oh my
people who
God.
live downtown. Oh yeah, people downtown. It's a
Should
thing.
really get them.
They have dog shoes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get him a pair because because he like will sleep in our bed even despite our best efforts to buy him beds. He doesn't do it.
He won't. He rebels. Yeah.
He's kind of starting to, but he just sometimes he'll just sleep in the bed no matter what we do. And that's all I can think about is like just the dirt that he's brought to my bed.
Yeah, get the dog shoes. People, a lot of people who live downtown have dog shoes because there's, you can
So much stuff.
Or
especially
just they
downtown,
can hurt themselves.
they can hurt themselves or like
glass.
step on like a crack rock or something. or-
Yeah. Like a needle.
A friend of mine's dog just ate a bunch of meth.
Oh my God, no.
It's alive?
Yeah, it was
gosh.
alive. Yeah, but he was like, "What happened?" He's like, "Something's wrong with the dog." And they're
How'd
like,
they figure out that's...
the vet tested him for methamphetamines, and he came back positive. Like he did a toxicology report on the dog, and it came back positive for meth.
Was he like the dog just going crazy? Like, what does a dog on
Yeah,
meth
how
do?
did they-
Yeah, he was more. It was like it was almost more like trippy than that. It wasn't like going crazy. It was like bad, like scary.
Oh my
like
God.
like almost
poor
like
puppy.
Isn't that
overdose.
something you can... I thought that was like is that... I don't even know. What is... Do you snort it? Do you eat it?
Meth? Oh yeah. Oh well. When I do, I'm sorry.
Wait,
When
what?
people do
My
meth,
preferred.
my preferred way of doing that is right into my neck. No, people smoke it like usually people smoke it like a crack
Because I
rock.
thought it was a snorting thing. Because in the Midwest,
You can
growing up,
snort-
I had
yeah.
friends who had powder spilling occasionally that
You
I
can,
saw.
you can snort it, but
Okay.
the best way, Alyse, you want
Oh, yeah,
On the rave scene.
Let me take this.
Let me take the wings.
Throwing it to me. I know so much about meth, you guys. I just heard it's quicker when you inject it or smoke it,
Yeah.
right? Than snort it. I don't know.
I saw Breaking Bad. I think that's like meth 101.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like you put that rock in the little glass pipe and then you light it and you smoke it.
Interesting.
Or can you inject it?
You can inject it,
Okay,
but you have to do it like in a freebase sort of mentality, like with heroin. You have to like cook it down with water and do this whole thing, and you put like cotton swabs.
In addition to wine education, we will tell you the best way to do meth.
Yeah.
On the wine situation.
I got a sweet recipe for meth I'm going to share with you guys.
Check our Instagram for the meth pictures.
Yeah, or also just like, what wine do I pair with this meth?
Oh, yeah.
Now that is a good question.
I got some Blue Dragon here. I love a nap.
Pair it with, what is it, the Blue Nun?
The one from Breaking Bad? Or
I was trying to name wines.
we're talking about meth, Ellen. We're not talking about wine.
The meth portion.
Where's the meth part of the show? This is a gateway. This is a gateway podcast.
I'm sorry. I feel like I've somehow directed.
I know, it's your fault. It's okay. Well, tell Steven the next show on the network is all of us doing meth. Zig, are you ready?
All right.
You guys, Zig's ready
Zig's
for meth.
ready. He's in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
That's
This
not
night
true.
took a turn. This is what happens when we have like 5 wines on the
Yeah,
table.
right.
Do we want to try?
We have another one too.
Oh yeah,
But there's no alcohol in that one.
No.
no.
Yeah, do you want to tell us? You want to tell us the story behind this?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So my personality is impulsive and just I often buy things and find out I bought the wrong thing or that I just didn't look. So this is one of those instances. I was at Target just getting other stuff and I was like, oh, I'll grab a bottle of wine. And I just went, and this was at like the end of the aisle, and it's pretty and red, and it says red blend on the front.
It's a beautiful
And
bottle.
that's all I saw, and I
Screw
was like,
cap, it's
great.
easy.
Yeah, screw cap, boom. Grabbed it, got home, looked at it, like opened it.
I'm gonna get a
didn't
picture of it.
pour any, yeah. And I looked at it more closely, and it says red blend alcohol removed wine.
okay.
So I was like, okay, great. Well, not drinking this.
Now, like alcohol removed. So now I'm curious. Like, wonder what grapes they use. I have a million questions now.
Yeah, it's 21% juice. It says on the back.
What's the other 79%?
It's a good question.
All the additives that are normally in bulk wine.
Yeah.
Carbonates.
Chocolate milk.
There's some kind of thing they add to a lot of bulk wine called like purple one or something purple, mega purple. I read about it in Cork Dork.
Mega purple.
I don't know. It's
That's what
something
they serve
purple.
like for communion at mega churches.
Yeah,
mega purple.
Get it?
Man, my church only served grape juice.
Really? You never got the wine? Oh, we got the wine. We got the wine at my church.
Disappointing. Being
That was the most
honest.
exciting part.
I didn't go. My family didn't go to church, but my aunt did. So when I would stay with her, we would go to church, and I always wanted to get it on that communion because I was like,
Oh, yeah.
wine.
Right?
I
And
got
they wouldn't
excited
let
for
me.
bread. I'm
Were
like,
you
ooh,
not allowed to
carbs.
go? Yeah.
Oh no, because my aunt was like very religious, and she's like, "You have to sit here." So I would just have to sit in shame while everyone around me got up and
Yeah.
went.
Was it Catholic?
Yes.
Yeah, that's super intense.
Yeah.
She's like, you haven't been confirmed.
Yeah. She's like, "You can't have that," and I was like, "Okay." So, but it's like everybody knows when they walk by you, they're like,
Yeah, maybe you should think about
"Wow, you look of age." So,
it.
Should
Yeah.
I crack open this?
Crack
to
it,
taste?
yeah.
yeah.
Crack open that free.
Suck down that wingman. At
I
least
remember,
have some left.
I got like the fast track to confirming in the church, so I could kneel.
it's an expressway.
There's an expressway, yeah. You know, when your parents are getting divorced, you can.
Yeah, they're like, "We're gonna speed this up."
I'm just pouring us a taste, assuming we're not going to want more, but we'll see.
That's
It could be
aggressive.
delicious. How old is this, by the way? How long has it been hanging out?
Like 2 months.
2 months.
Oh, okay, that's not. If it were 2 years, I'd be.
Oh no, it wasn't that long
It
ago.
smells very red.
Okay.
Oh.
It tastes like watered down Welch's that was
Yeah.
left on an aisle.
Yeah.
for
It
like
It tastes
about
like someone
month.
took some blackberry, raspberry blend berry jam and melted it and watered it down.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I get the
Yeah,
jam.
it does taste like jam. Like that's
Not
so
in a
weird.
friendly way.
Jammy jam.
No.
No.
Who would just drink like a bunch of this in
Someone
one
who's
sitting?
really worried about fitting in.
Yeah, I
Why
know.
are there
Just don't
non-alcoholic
drink this.
wines?
I get it. I don't know. Just
I mean, it
people
is
want
very grape juice-esque.
Yeah.
I mean, here we go.
It looks better than like the fake red wines they use in like film and TV.
Oh, yeah.
Like those
Oh,
are like
yeah.
kind of pink, and you're like, come on, guys.
You can do this. I'm so curious about what grapes they use to make this. 'Cause I have no idea.
Concord? I mean, seriously.
Cotton candy. Brian
I'm
is
reading the
cotton
back.
candy.
The sophisticated alternative
Oh, fancy.
with its ripe, rich taste and intense ruby color.
Ruby.
Our alcohol removed red blend makes any occasion special. No. I'm adding in the no. Bold black cherry aromas lead to abundant grape, that's true, and cherry fruit flavors enhanced by subtle smoke, I get no smoke, and spice, no, and a long, smooth finish. It is very smooth because there's no fucking alcohol.
I don't get
Yeah.
a long finish though.
Carefully crafted using our award-winning premium wines and our exclusive spinning cone process, so they whirl the alcohol out, I think. Centrifuge.
Yeah, can you do that?
I think so.
I mean, I guess you probably can because I bet
Our exclusive
alcohol's a
spinning
different
cone
weight.
process, which gently removes the alcohol while preserving delicate wine aromas and flavors.
Wow.
It doesn't
mean-
tell
You
us
just
what grapes
spin
are.
it out. Just spin out that alcohol.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Spit it out. Spit it out.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. It tastes like grape juice a little bit.
Yeah.
but not as good as. I mean, I would just rather drink some Welch's, maybe.
Yeah, I'd rather just drink like a LaCroix.
Yeah.
I'm going to get more flavor essences.
I'm still going to wax poetic on my philosophy about LaCroix on a future episode.
Yeah, I think we should. I have an idea for a guest for the LaCroix.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't want him to hear and then be like, "Oh, I knew you would do that." He sounds like that. He's an ogre.
Just to steer him enough in the way that we can.
Like, well, okay.
Maybe great for.
Do you drink LaCroix?
Right?
Yes, I do like it.
Yeah.
I just like that little bit of flavor with Mawat.
There's something really refreshing about it.
I drink them when I go to Shaugh's.
She does.
This is I'm saving my philosophy, but I've been developing a philosophy of my feelings about LaCroix.
Oh.
I mean, well, there's so many to choose
so
from
many
now.
I know there's
it's
so
true.
many.
What's your favorite?
Can you commit? He can't. There's a different flavor every time I go.
I'm still loving the
Okay, I'm
pamplemousse.
just gonna spill it. I'm a I'm a swinger. I'm a LaCroix swinger.
I didn't ask.
I drink it with other people. I don't want to take it home. I don't want to commit.
Ellen.
I don't want to bring it into my own home, but I like to go and enjoy it with other people.
What? It's like a key party.
Yes.
A LaCroix party.
I told you I'm a LaCroix swinger. I will drink it if
are.
it's somebody else's.
Is that the
I'm the
definition of
third.
swinging?
What?
Isn't that the definition? Is that the definition of swinging? Or is that
Well, if you're like the third person, you're the person who shows up with the couple, and you're like, I don't want to take either one of you home, but I want to have one of you. So I'm like,
I see
I'm
what
the
you're saying.
LaCroix swinger. I want to have it. I don't want to buy it myself, but if it's somebody else's,
I get it.
awesome.
Do you have a favorite flavor?
No,
Have you even had all the flavors?
no.
Have you even tried?
I tried bringing them home, and it wasn't as good.
Have you even tried all the flavors?
Wow, do a sampling.
Do you see-
Seriously.
Okay, there's coconut.
You
there's
had like
pamplemousse,
cranberry
there's
something
lime,
that I liked
there's
better.
berry, there's apricot. The elusive apricot is like six.
So
You can't really
far,
find it
I
everywhere.
think pamplemousse is the best. Although you had a cran something last time.
I had a cranberry.
Oh, that cranberry.
It's called cranberry, Ellen. If you actually paid attention, then you would know.
I'm going back to my sparkling because the grape juice is
I don't know why
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
going back to it
really
too.
into being that person. I wasn't sure if it was a man or a woman.
I enjoyed it.
I don't think it matters. I'm a swinger, remember?
Oh, that's right. Swing it. What's happening?
What's happening? What time is it?
what time
We
is it?
should do like lightning round.
Let's do a lightning round.
Okay.
You ready? You ready for some questions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Shaughn, I think you answered one of them earlier, but we'll see how.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Typical.
let's start with.
Oh, yeah, I did.
What do you have first?
Okay, so you know when you get like some shitty red wine, you're like, oh, this wine's shit. What do I do with this?
Yeah.
What do you do with it? Like, what's something you can do with shitty red wine? So you can still ingest it.
Yes. Cook with it would be my first
Okay.
go-to.
okay.
Anything
That
else?
is
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Just because I like to cook. And what else could you do with it? I mean, honestly, I would just drink it anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Good answers. And that's basically, so I forgot to get points last episode.
Oh, shit.
So fuck. And I'm sorry. I love you.
And
But I'm going to give you 1,000 points for that.
yeah. We had the suggestions of a make calimocho, which is a Basquian or Spanish like cocktail. Basically, it's Coke and the drinkable type and red wine. It's delicious,
Interesting.
and it's a really good thing.
You just
like
put Coca-Cola in red
I've had
wine.
like bad red wines, and I'm like, where's some Coke in there? Put some ice, maybe squeeze some lime. It's a delicious summer drink.
Wow.
Everybody wins.
I've got to try that.
Yeah,
Or like sangria.
or sangria.
You put like like
sure.
sugar,
It's
fruit,
like Sprite in there,
Cognac,
right?
right?
Usually.
Sure, anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, all these fun
LaCroix.
ideas.
LaCroix, pour some LaCroix
Put
in
some
there.
LaCroix in
Just
there.
some
Yeah.
coconut LaCroix.
Yeah. Just
This is sounding
like,
worse.
I'm getting hint of coconut LaCroix. What is this wine? So yeah, so like lots of things you can do with shitty wine.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. I usually
if it's shitty enough, pour it out. But
Yeah, don't drink it.
That's why I
Don't
I
hurt
would just
yourself.
cook with it because it like adds a nice flavor to pretty much anything. Because I don't think it's that overpowering once you cook it. But yeah, I'm not a big sweets person, so those wouldn't be my go-tos
Yeah.
for that. But
speaking of
I see
sweets,
why people
we
like it.
picked red velvet for your wedding cake, by the way.
Oh yeah,
In case, yeah,
In case you were worried about the sweets.
you're gonna love it.
I know. I mean, honestly,
It's gonna be sexy.
Yeah, I'll eat it because by that day I'll probably have eaten nothing.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'll just food.
Are you
So
doing
sorry.
like the typical bride
Oh no.
stuff of
Don't
like?
do that.
I mean, whatever. No,
A,
I mean,
you don't.
no
You're
judgment
like
on that.
you're You look perfect, so I hope you're not doing like
I'm not.
please.
I feel like maybe like the week before. I mean, I wouldn't just like not eat because that's impossible. I love food. But I do. It's just that thing where like people like dehydrate for photo shoots or whatever.
Oh,
like I
God.
feel like
no, fuck that.
I would just like want to just like eat light all week.
Yeah.
To just like have like a lighter like whatever. I don't know.
You
I'm
won't
cool.
fart during the ceremony. Good thing to avoid.
Yeah, right.
Avoid Christopher.
I mean, honestly, I fart like be bloated, all that stuff. Like the shit I eat.
Avoid the Brussels sprouts the night before.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I'm not like going that crazy about it.
Should we go on to another question?
Go into the question, Ellen. It's your turn.
Yeah, so our wingman red is made from mostly Bordeaux varietals that are allowed in a Bordeaux blend. It includes Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot. We want to know what are just one of the other two grapes that are allowed in a Bordeaux blend.
Ooh.
Just name some grapes.
Yeah.
Name some
Can I
grapes.
just make grapes up?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so there's...
one of them you would have heard of, but not in France, and one of them you probably would not have heard of.
Yeah, one's a little more obscure, one's a little more like ubiquitous. One's like super ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous somewhere else, though, than France.
What was in it? Or the
what
ones
was in it from Bordeaux was Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Merlot.
okay, so what? Oh my gosh.
It's okay, you're...
I know.
What's
like,
another-
all I can think of is Concord. I know that's not right because you said it earlier. So I'm just like Concord.
Name another
brain.
grape that begins with an M that's red.
From South America.
I don't know the answer, but I just wanted to instinctively be like Mennonite, and I don't know.
The Mennonite wine.
The Mennonite.
Mennonite.
wine. Yeah.
We were
I
going
don't
for
know grape names.
either Malbec or Petit Verdot is the other allowed in Bordeaux blends. But
Oh my god,
yeah,
I am Malbec.
well,
See,
but
you
most
knew it.
people don't know it's originally
there.
from.
It's a Bordeaux grape.
Yeah.
And they shipped it out during the phylloxera.
That's what my mom
epidemic.
drinks all the time. She loves the Malbec.
She loves a Malbec.
Yeah.
A lot of
People love them all.
do.
People love a Malbec.
Like they love a Merlot, they love a Malbec.
They do.
They
Well,
both have that fruity thing.
They do, yeah. But
Yeah.
I think people mostly like Malbec because they can say it.
It sounds sophisticated.
Yeah, it sounds like you're ordering a nice. You're like, may I have the Malbec?
The Malbec.
Thank you so much.
Bring it
Ooh, I
up.
love a Malbec.
And a hot towel.
And a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie. Is this your plain cocktail?
I was going to say, what bar do you go?
I just demand hot towels pretty much everywhere.
That's so weird. Table 5 asked me for a hot towel. Dude, can you just microwave this?
And I'm like, I know you can. So, yes.
I know you can.
It's available. One more lightning, which Shaughn answered earlier. Oh shit! Were you paying attention? Were you
Oh my
listening?
gosh.
You're an improver. Were you
Let's see.
listening?
I don't know.
Do you remember what brute nature means?
What does brute nature mean? I said
We
it.
answered this on Steven's episode 2.
Oh my god!
It's when they don't have, they like don't add something, and whatever that thing is.
No dosage.
No dosage, no sugar, no,
Yeah.
no
Sugar.
must,
You
extra
get-
must added.
I think you get 500,000.
Wow, Ellen!
She's about to get married. It's her
Okay,
wedding.
500,000.
If I remembered
It's your
that
wedding
name,
present.
that would have been sweet. But
Ellen just gives these points away like they're worthless, Ellen. I worked hard for these points. You could just give them away
You
like
did
that.
nothing. Like the Cremant we've been drinking, they are there's no dosage, no extra sugar, no extra alcohol that's normally added. Well, not normally, but sometimes added at the end of the Cremant process.
N'est pas dosage. En français, bien. Zut alors, ben oui.
Où est ma
Au
chat?
revoir. Où est mon chat?
Where's
My cat. Où est la bibliothèque? Where's the library? Do you have any high school friends you want to yell out?
no, but some of these words
Wait,
are
my
similar
tet?
to Spanish, and I took Spanish.
Donde está mi cabeza?
Yeah. Necesito un cerveza.
Oh, lo
Sí.
siento, pero
Sí.
no tengo un cerveza aquí. Vino solamente.
Oh la la la
Ooh la
la
la.
la.
All the languages.
All the languages. All the languages.
Okay. Final question.
Final
or
question.
All right.
This one's
The
tough.
toughest, possibly. I mean, Anne took her time. Oh shit! A killer's coming. That's what I think. I hear.
No, it was just preparing. That's like,
Okay.
like the camera zooms in and they're
Okay.
like,
All of us together,
like
take a
8
deep
Mile.
breath. What's bringing you joy?
Oh, that was sweet.
bringing me joy. You know, last weekend I said I went to the East Coast, and I got to see like all of my family and friends that I never get to see. And then this coming weekend, we're going to Chicago with Steven's family.
Oh, I love
So it's been like a nice like few weeks of like seeing my friends and family that I don't get to see a lot, and that's like been really great because I miss them. I never get to see them, and that was really great, and it brought me a lot of joy.
Yay.
Yeah.
I had the similar experience of seeing family. It's great. It's really good. It's great to be close with family, too, you know?
Yeah.
Like
My dad's coming in town in a week, so I will have joy.
Yay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also, you know, people have fucked up families and fuck them. I don't care. I mean,
I
like, you know,
know.
like you don't have to be close to their family. Some people, you know, don't. But it is nice when
Sometimes
it
your friends
works
are your
out.
family.
Sometimes your friends are your
the,
family, right?
exactly.
It's very
Sometimes
true.
the fucking improv community is your family.
That's
like,
true.
Seriously. Like,
Exactly.
I know, and I told Steven, I've said this to him many times, how I'm
Did you guys meet through
happy.
improv?
We did,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like got so lucky because his family is just incredible. Like they're all just nice, really cool people, really sweet, really supportive. And I'm like, oh, if you had a like crazy ass family, like that would be hard.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I was just like lucked out with that one.
And he gets along with your family really well?
We don't see them at like they've only met him a few times
Mm-hmm.
because they're in Virginia and they've never been to LA before. Guys.
Oh my God. Like,
know.
seriously? Do they even know how to live?
WTF.
So then they're coming for the wedding and they're like, oh, I can't wait to see this LA traffic. I'm like, it's the same as here. Fuck off.
I love that. Like, traffic is different other places.
Yeah.
No, traffic fundamentally is sitting in your car, unable to get where you need to go.
Yeah, and they live in Northern Virginia outside of DC, and it's crazy traffic
Yeah.
there. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
they're
so funny.
insane people. But yeah, I can't wait to see how they handle LA.
My dad,
It's
My
going to
dad's
give you
the same
joy
way.
when you see them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
my dad's the same way. He's like, LA traffic. I'm like, you have traffic in Sacramento too. It's
Yeah.
just as bad. It's the same thing.
Yeah. It's and it feels like you're coming on a weekend. It's not like you're in rush hour
Oh, yeah.
traffic. Like, relax.
You're not moving here and commuting to Santa Monica from somewhere
Yeah,
else.
exactly.
Christ.
I put you as close to the freaking venue as I possibly could.
Oh, I do not envy all the planning and all that stuff you're doing right now.
Ugh, I can't wait till it's over.
Yeah, I bet. Just be married.
Yeah,
Just do that
exactly.
part. You're like, oh,
Your honeymoon sounds incredible.
oh my gosh,
yeah.
that sounds
Even
so
though
amazing.
you'll have to bring in the back, have some plane etiquette to get where you're going.
That flight, I'm not looking forward to that long.
Are you flying into France?
Yeah, we're doing Paris for one night. We fly in Friday and stay there Friday night, and then we're going to Ireland for like 5 or 6 days, and then Italy for 9, which I'm friggin' jacked
That's
about.
so amazing. It's so amazing.
I'm so excited. And we're trying to like learn Italian so we can like speak a little bit of it.
Ooh,
I'm
ciao,
not doing
prego.
great. Steven's way ahead of me. He's like, I'm 13% fluent now. And I'm like,
Oh god,
You only
too.
need to know the words Barolo, Sangiovese,
that's true. Mm-hmm. And Azalea.
and Azalea. Yeah, we're looking at our earlier episode, our Italian wine.
oh, yeah.
Barolo.
I know. I was like, we've learned like how to say we don't eat meat. And I was like, now I just need to know, like, just bring me like a red or like, I don't know what that
Bring me a
surprise
red.
me. I'm sure they're all good here. Like, I don't know.
On that note, I'm going to give you a cheers, but first I'm going to top us off.
Top
we
us
have
off.
cheersing abilities.
Zig, do you want to talk?
Zib. Oh, he's good. He's gonna air.
It's like you
he's gonna
guys,
air
come
cheers.
on.
He's gonna air bud. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks so much for being
Yes,
here.
Thank you so much for having me. This is so fun.
Congrats.
Good job.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Thank you to Captain America, Dr. America.
Dr. America.
For our theme song. Thank you to UCB for being the wonderful place to record.
Thank you, Gregory Condes, for your wine sponsorship. Thank you, Covell Peeps.
Quartermaster Psalms,
Yeah.
WSET shout out.
WSET shout out. You guys, please send us an email, post something.
Yeah, go on the Instagrams. We put the pictures of the wines we're drinking and our guests there.
Yeah, so you can see a picture of what we're drinking.
It's ultra fun. You can take a little trip in your mind.
If you would like a visual aid for this podcast, please visit The Wine Situation at Facebook.
Yes, it's that. Well, I think it's facebook.com/The Wine Situation.
There you go.
On Twitter, we're just Wine Situation because there's too many characters in The Wine Situation. So follow us there, and just follow us everywhere except home. Don't follow us home.
Yeah, I need to
We
sleep
need
eventually.
some privacy.
Yeah.
You guys. I know you're up in our lives every day, and we're happy to have you there for breakfast, for lunch.
For dinner.
for cocktails.
I mean, you were just listing all the meals. I just thought I'd keep going.
No, that's our private time.
Private time. Up next week, we have Anne Lane on the show.
Yeah, so bon voyage.
Oui. Au revoir.
I just drink wine. I don't fuck with IPA. I just drink wine. I don't fuck with minute maids. I just drink wine. I don't fuck with coffee mates. I just drink wine. Give me red, white, or say, don't touch me, motherfucker. I'm a sommelier.
This has been a Boardwalk Audio podcast. For more information and shows, visit boardwalkaudio.com. Don't forget to rate and subscribe now.